and she will disturb me a lot.
You can't say she will because she does that. So here you should say, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fantastic, good ma'am. What about you?
I'm also doing fantastic. Have we met before?
First time, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the first time we are connecting. I feel like, I've seen you somewhere.
No, ma'am.
So your name is Anvesh or Anveshita?
Anveshita, ma'am.
Okay. Are you feeling nervous?
No, ma'am. I'm very excited to talk with you, and I'm on the moon to connect with you, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm over the moon to connect with you.
I'm also over the moon. So I'm also really happy. So I want to know about you. Do you want me to introduce myself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
First, you introduce yourself, ma'am.
Okay. So my name is Meenu Puri. I hail from Delhi. I have done MCA, which is Master of Computer Applications. And currently I am teaching on YouTube and I am helping people learn spoken English. That is all about me. Now tell me something about yourself.
Yes, ma'am. My name is B. Satya Anveshita. I'm class 11th standard and I'm connecting from Telangana.
Okay. So
that's about me, ma'am.
You are a South Indian girl, huh?
Yes, ma'am. And coming to my hobbies, listening music and dancing.
Okay. You love to listen to music?
And recently I'm passionate. Yes, ma'am. And recently I'm passionate to English.
Okay. So since when have you been watching my videos?
Like 3 months, ma'am.
Okay, for last 3 months. And you are in class 11?
Ma'am?
You are in class 11, right?
Yes, ma'am. 11th standard.
Okay, what kind of music do you listen to? Because I am also a fan of music.
Yeah, like ma'am, English music, ma'am.
Okay, I like to listen to English songs as well. So have you heard that new song which is going viral on Instagram, APT?
APT, I don't know, ma'am.
Okay.
Now I'm not watching, like I'm not listening music, ma'am, because of my exam, my preparation is going on.
Okay, which stream have you taken?
MPC, ma'am.
MPC?
Yes, ma'am. Maths, physics, chemistry.
Okay, you are in PCM, physics, chemistry, ma'am. Okay, we call it PCM in Delhi.
Yeah, ma'am. In Telangana, we will call as MPC.
Okay.
Science subject we will call.
Do you want to become an engineer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Next year I will attend MSET exam, ma'am.
Okay, you want to become a software engineer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, tell me which is your favorite English song? Because I also love to listen to music.
Yes, ma'am. My favorite English song is Jalebi, ma'am.
Jalebi? It's not an English song. It's a Hindi song, I think.
Yes. And in that English song also came, ma'am. Like I did own, ma'am. And recently I watched like Come On, ma'am.
Okay. I am saying you like to dance. So on what kind of music do you dance?
Like my mother's mother language Telugu, ma'am. So I'll dance in Telugu language dance.
Okay. And have you learned some classical dances?
Mostly now I'm not. No, ma'am. Not classical dance. Like I learned in my home, like watching.
So how did you think of improving your English?
Improving English by means English has become a global language, ma'am. Everywhere we will go and see, mostly people are talking in English only. If we go to countries, they're also speaking English. So recently, my sister had session with you, ma'am.
Oh.
So with that inspiration, I want to also meet with my sister. Name is Anvita, ma'am.
Okay, Anvita.
She's in 7th class.
Okay, she's in class 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is why I was. This name seems familiar because this is Anveshita.
Yes, ma'am.
She was Anvita. Okay, the name was familiar. Okay, she told you about me in my videos.
And yes, ma'am. And like last month, a couple of months, my mother also had with you session, ma'am, Madhavi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Madhavi had a session with me. Then her daughter had a session with me. And now you are having a session.
And I'm an elder daughter.
That's your mother.
I'm an elder daughter, ma'am. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Elder daughter, and she is the younger one.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, is there English speaking environment in your school?
Yes, ma'am. Every a few friends are there. They will talk with me in English.
And teachers also talk in English?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, they'll talk in English only.
Okay. So do they give you speaking activities in school?
Yes, ma'am. They gave a jam session, ma'am.
Mhm.
Just a minute.
Okay, I got
Like
it.
talk to 1 to 2 minutes. Yes, one
Okay.
to two minutes to improve your English more.
Should I give you a topic
Yes.
for jam session?
No, ma'am. If
No?
you want to give, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So tell me
If you want to give, no problem.
where did you go on your last vacation?
Last vacation, nowhere, ma'am.
Nowhere?
Because of my pre-finals and yes, ma'am, nowhere.
Did you go to
Last year,
your
10th class and now 11th.
Mhm. Okay. Neither in class
No,
nor in class 11, you have not been anywhere. Oh, I mean, you are
no,
at
ma'am.
home for such a long time. Hmm? So,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me, is your little sister naughty?
Yes, ma'am. She is very much naughty. She
Okay.
will, when I will study, she will trouble me and she will disturb me a lot.
Okay. She troubles you so much and she disturbs you a lot. But she does that on a regular basis, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can't say she will disturb me.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't say she will because she does that. That is something that happens on a regular basis. So here you should say she troubles me so much, she
Okay,
disturbs
ma'am.
me so much. Say SS, right? Just remember to use S. Like, uh, what does she do after coming back?
Yes, ma'am. As usual, she'll come back home and she'll watch TV and she will study. Like, yeah.
Whenever she comes back home, she studies
Ah,
and she watches TV. Don't say she will watch TV. That will be
yes.
wrong. She comes back home, she studies and she watches TV. She eats food, she
Okay.
studies and she watches TV. And then
Ah,
she does her favorite thing, which is to fight with me.
yes, ma'am. Correct, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when
She'll fight with me.
she fights, when she fights with you and argues with you, do you just argue or do you hit her?
I'll not hit her, ma'am. I'll say to my mother.
Okay, so
I
now,
can't beat her, right, ma'am.
okay, she's the
She's
little,
my small sister.
okay, she's your younger sister. That is why you don't beat her. So here, are you
Yes,
okay if I
ma'am.
correct your mistakes?
Okay, ma'am. No problem, ma'am. You can correct my mistakes.
Yeah. So instead of saying I not beat her, you should say I don't beat her. I can't beat her because she's my younger sister and she's so little.
Okay,
That
ma'am.
is why I don't beat her or I
Yes.
don't hit her. Don't say
I
I do
don't.
not hit her. I don't hit her.
Yes.
Tell me, what do you do when you come back from school?
When I'll come back college, as usual, I study what is there for tomorrow, like max, 1 hour max, 1 hour, 1 hour like physics. I'll study, and after that, uh, I like fresh up. I'll do like 5 to 10 minutes.
What do you do for 5 to 10 minutes?
That's it, ma'am.
What do you do for 5 to 10 minutes?
Fresh up, ma'am.
I didn't get
Like
you.
washing face.
Okay, okay. You freshen up. You freshen up.
First of all,
Okay.
yes,
You said I will study. You said 1 hour this, 1 hour this, 1 hour this. I will study. I will not come because we are not talking about future. I am saying आप daily में रोज क्या करते हो? ठीक है? Here we are not talking about future. So I am saying when I am asking you,
Yes.
you should say I come back from school. I study 1 hour this, 1 hour this, and 1 hour that, and I freshen up. I will freshen up is wrong. I will study is wrong because here we are talking about present, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you spend
Yes,
time
ma'am.
with your
Correct.
Do you both spend time with your parents?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when you
Like,
yeah, please tell me about that. When you all finish dinner and you all talk to each other, what do you talk about?
we'll talk about preparations. We'll making timetable. Like when we had to get up, when we like that, ma'am.
Okay, you only talk about studies with your parents, nothing else.
Yes.
Okay, if something is troubling you and your mood is not good, then you share whatever is troubling you with your parents or you keep it to yourself.
I'll share with my parents, ma'am.
You share it with your
Everything.
parents. Okay, that's great. And What is the name of your little sister, your younger sister?
Anvita, ma'am.
Okay.
She's her name is Anvita.
Your mother has named one child Anvita and the other one Anveshita. So she likes this Anvi thing a lot. What is your father's name?
Anil Kumar, ma'am. My father name is Anil Kumar.
Okay.
He's advocate, ma'am.
He is an advocate.
He's an
Okay.
advocate.
So she has kept both of your names after your father.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Even my brother name is also Anvesh. Anvesh. Even my brother name.
Anvesh, Anvita, Anveshita. Anvesh, Anvita, Anveshita. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Madam, every first letter A. It will start with A only.
Okay, only Madhvi starts with M.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All the other names start with A.
Yes.
How old is Anvita?
She is 11, ma'am.
Okay. So
Anvita is 11 years.
has it ever happened that she did something in school and she didn't tell anyone about it and did some mischief and you got to know later? You got some
Yes, ma'am.
complaints. Your parents
Not like that.
complaints from school.
Not that much naughty in our school, ma'am.
And what about Anvesh?
She is clever, ma'am, in our school.
Okay, she's clever. Okay.
Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Anvesh is also not naughty, ma'am. He is more friendly and he is also a topper, ma'am, in his school.
Wow, that's great. In which class does he study?
9th standard, ma'am. He'll study 9th standard.
Okay, he studies in 9th standard. Anvita is not that naughty. And let's say your parents are going somewhere. So do they give you the responsibility to look after them?
Yes, ma'am. They'll give responsibility.
Okay, so you are the one who has
If
to
they
take
go
care of
out,
them.
yes, ma'am. If they go out, you have to see. They have to not do any mischief things. They'll say, ma'am.
Okay, you have to supervise them. If they do something bad, then you get the scolding, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So who
I'll
is
get
more,
scoldings.
yeah, who is more strict, Papa or Mama?
Uh, Father, ma'am.
Father. Okay, what do you call him?
Father,
Dad.
daddy. I'll call my father daddy.
You call your father daddy. Okay, so daddy is more strict. If you did
Yes.
something wrong and you are feeling very sorry about it, will you go and tell your father or you will go and tell your mother about it?
First, I'll say to my father, ma'am.
Oh, first you will go and tell your father. So you are close to your father, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Every
And,
time I'll close to my father only.
and Anvita is scared of her
From
father.
LKG to yes, ma'am. A lot.
Okay.
She's scared about father.
Okay. You were saying something
From LKG till 10th, my father. From now also, he's dropping near college and picking up me
Okay. Okay. He drops.
like a small baby.
Okay. He drops you every day and picks up from school every day.
Even now also in college also.
Now you are in college? You are in class 11,
Yes,
no?
ma'am. 11th standard.
Uh,
11th means like inter.
see, in Delhi, class 11 and 12 are done in school.
Okay, ma'am.
So children go to school
But in 11th,
class 12 here in Delhi. Okay, in Telangana, school is only till class 10.
yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
School is in from 10th only.
Okay, now
And
you
11th,
college.
12th is
11th
yes,
and
ma'am.
12th is college. Okay, so you are a college girl now.
Yes, ma'am.
If Anvita is lying and Anvesh is lying, if they both are lying and you are saying something else, will your parents believe you or them? If they
Uh,
are saying something else and you are saying
Them.
something else, will your parents believe you or them?
Them.
Them.
Yes, ma'am.
Why? When you are the elder one, they will not believe you.
Because they are small, right, ma'am?
Okay.
Ma'am, actually, I prepared a big word, ma'am. With that word only, I will prepare 2 to 3 sentences.
Mhm.
If you give me a big word, ma'am, with those letters, I'll make 2, 3, 4 sentences.
Okay, you want me to give you a word and using that word you will make three,
A
four
big
sentences.
like example, like ma'am, example dictionary. In that 10 letters are there, so we can make action, rain. So with that words, we can make any sentences.
No, that is word, not sentence. Action is a word. So you are not making new sentences, you are
Yes.
making new words out of it.
Means after that word, ma'am. After making that word.
Okay, okay. Then you will make a sentence also.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So I'll give you a word. Understand. I gave you a simple word.
Yes, ma'am. Understand now. I got to know like two words, ma'am. Under and stand. Like the book is under the table.
Correct. And the other sentence for
Uh,
stand.
I stand before my mirror. Behind the mirror. I stand behind the mirror.
I stand behind the mirrors. That is correct. I want to give you an activity for jam session also that I forgot.
Yes, ma'am. All
Okay.
right.
Hmm. Tell me about your English teacher. So you have to speak
Okay, ma'am.
continuously for 1 minute.
My English teacher is very friendly, ma'am. When I make any mistakes in English, she will correct those mistakes, ma'am. And she is very kind in nature, and she will help in mostly in she will help in grammar when we made any mistakes in grammar, and she helps a lot. We have like improving English. Ma'am take like jam sessions like 1 to 2 minutes for improving English. And she is my second inspiration to improve my English. If I say any wrong sentence, she will correct me, and she is friendly and kindly in nature. That's it about my English teacher, ma'am.
Very good, very good. You spoke very well. There were a few grammar mistakes, but you kept speaking. That is what we need to do. So you said whenever I make a mistake, she will correct it. So whenever I make a mistake, she corrects it. She will correct it. No, she will correct it. That is wrong. She corrects it. Whenever I make a mistake, she
Okay.
corrects it. She is my inspiration and she is very kind and caring. So it was nice.
Ma'am, now I'm not practicing English, ma'am, because of my studies. So
Okay.
I'm like busy in my studies, ma'am. So a gap came in between, ma'am.
Okay, you didn't practice English for a while.
Yes,
So tomorrow also you have an exam, right?
yes, ma'am.
So which exam is it?
Maths and physics, chemistry, ma'am.
Tomorrow you have 3 exams: maths, physics, chemistry.
Every day we'll have a slip test, ma'am.
Slip test. What is it?
Like preparing our exam, ma'am. Like we have to attain a board.
It's like a class test, or ma'am will ask you to come write something on the board and explain it.
Sometimes on the board we have to write, ma'am, for maths, and in physics, chemistry we are having class test, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So you have to study for that. And did they give you preparatory leaves?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So
So
you,
that's why we have to go to college every day,
so you went to school
regularly.
Okay, you took an off today to prepare for it, right?
So it took a preparation holiday, ma'am.
Okay, so when are your final exams coming?
March 5th, ma'am, my final exam.
March 5th. And till when you have to go to school?
College every day, ma'am. Mostly we have to attend February. Till February.
Okay, so till 28th you have to go.
Yes, ma'am.
So you will get only
Ma'am?
4 offs. You will get only 4 holidays for preparation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I forget again and again that you are not in a school, you are in college because it's very difficult. Because
Yes.
I was born and raised in Delhi. Yes, I was in school till class 12. My children were also in school till class 12. So it's very difficult for me to understand that children of class 11 are studying in a college. That's very difficult for me to believe. Have
1
you,
to 10th is like.
have you ever been to Delhi?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I didn't. My mother my mother will watch your videos, ma'am, regularly.
She watches my videos regularly. So I know your mother is in front of you. Your mother is in front of you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You are constantly looking at her, and I can see that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so
Like she's my inspirational.
okay, so your mother
So my mother
watches
is
my videos.
watching.
Yeah, what do you say?
My mother is watching.
Your mother is
She's my inspiration.
your mother.
Inspiration.
My mother is also my inspiration, and mostly every mother is an inspiration to their children.
And she's my role model, ma'am.
Mm. So you want to be like your mother when you grow up?
Yes, ma'am. Like talking very fluently, and I'm passionate.
Okay.
And she's immersed.
Mhm. Okay, that's
Famous in
great.
English, ma'am.
Okay, she's very good at it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay. So when your mother goes for PTMs, she speaks English well?
Yes, ma'am. When she will go in a PS teacher meeting, she will talk continuously in English only.
Okay, that's amazing. So you feel very proud of your mother, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, don't worry. You will also speak English one day. You will also speak very well, just like your mother. All
Yes,
the
ma'am.
best.
I'm also passionate about English.
Yeah. You are also passionate about learning English, right? So all the best for your exams and study well.
Thank
And,
you.
yeah, we can
Thank
connect
you,
again
ma'am.
when you are in class 12. And I would
Okay,
ask
ma'am.
you your score in class 11.
Giving me with this opportunity, ma'am.
You're welcome. I love talking to you. It was so much fun talking to you. Okay, then.
Even me, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye
You.
bye. Have a nice day.